Guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2024 Chevy Silverado 2500 ZR2 Bison.
And a big thanks to Gabriel and the rest of the management and staff here at Furman Chevy in Brandon, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Gabriel.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the Silverado replaced the C and K series pickups back in 1999. The 4th generation Silverado HD that you see here was released in 2020 and facelifted this year for 2024, bringing along this all-new Ultimate HD off-roader, the ZR2 Bison. The standard 2500 ZR2 is based off of a basically fully loaded Silverado, adding 35-inch mud-terrain tires, more beefed up transfer case, skid plates, multimatic dampers, upgraded control arms, and steering system. We also get a rear electronic locking differential while still making a near 1,900 pound max towing capacity and a 3,400 pound payload with the gas model, 2,800 pound payload with the diesel, which is the exclusive power plant to the Bison, which adds high approach stamped steel bumpers for the front and rear with recovery hooks, skid plates for the front end, steering system, transfer case, and exhaust system with specific AEV wheels. With a base price around $88,000, which sounds a little bit up there, but considering the price tag on the 1500 ZR2s, this has way more capability and just a relatively slightly higher base price when you consider the added capability. But anyway, what else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So up front, you notice your flickering LED headlamps are not actually flickering in real life. Dual projectors for the high and low beam. We get a sort of flow tie. It's not hollowed out, but it has an appearance of a flow tie. Ton of airflow though for the intercooler and radiator up front for this massive 6.6 liter turbo diesel engine. As we mentioned, we get the stamped steel AEV bumper up front with the recovery hooks, LED fog lights. It looks aggressive. Hood scoop for the hood, and it says Chevrolet as part of the hood scoop. On the side, we get Allison transmission labeled next to the Duramax. ZR2 in the upper right fender area. We get a little bit of plastic cladding for the wheel wells, the beefy 35-inch Goodyear Wrangler mud terrain tires. The dimensions are 305/70 R18s with the specific AEV rims, 8-lug pattern, and a ton of horseshoe style spokes. Anyway, we get the Silverado HD running boards as well. They're high clearance running boards, so they're not going to compromise your ground clearance. Speaking of ground clearance, hopefully you can pick up the dual solid axles, the beefed up drivetrain, beefed up heavy duty rear differential, and just about all of the off-road components. Pretty solid ground clearance. I'll leave a link right here to show you the exact ground clearance of this 2500 HD with the ZR2 Bison package. Taking a step back, hopefully you can pick up the side profile of this monster. We get the tow mirrors, LED turn signals on them. We get cameras for the lower part of the mirror, helping us out with the 360. Black contrasted door handles, smart access for the driver and the front passenger. All black trim for the window trim, blacked out pillars. Hopefully you pick up everything up top. The window sticker for the 2024 Silverado 2500 Crew Cab ZR2 four-wheel drive with a sterling gray metallic, jet black and gray stone interior of the 6.6 liter turbo diesel 10-speed auto. With the gas engine, the ZR2 starts at $70,000. The turbo diesel's $9,500, $9,135 for the Bison package, which you have to have the turbo diesel for it, $1,775 for the tech package, giving us the rear camera mirror, heads-up display, adaptive cruise control, $995 for the sunroof, $920 for the off-road assist steps, $150 for the upfitter switch kit, $50 for the tire pressure monitor for the trailer, $35 for the trailer wiring provisions. Interesting. So $22,550 in total options and a $1,995 destination charge, totaling us out a tick over $95,000. Definitely getting up there in price, but this thing is loaded and unbelievably capable. I love how GM gives us the step to help us get towards the back of the tailgate, basically pioneering that. We get diesel and diesel exhaust fluid with a gas cap that's not pushed to open. Hopefully you can pick up your leaf springs, the Multimatic dampers, and a beefed up 2500 rear differential. Still your 35-inch tires, same dimensions, the only difference is a smaller brake caliper. It says Bison in the upper right part of the rear fender area, full LED taillights, turn signals, and reverse lights, labeled AEV on the high clearance rear bumper, which is also stamped steel, rear parking sensors, recovery hooks, tow hitch. We mentioned almost a 19,000 pound max towing. Shout out Furman Chevy in Brandon, Florida for helping make this review possible. AEV in the lower right corner of the bed area. Chevy for the bed area. Get our backup camera with our zone light right next so we can open up this multi-pro tailgate. The top opens up separately, as you guys have seen countless times in the past, almost functioning as a bed extender. We can put this away relatively easily, press the bottom button, and the entire thing comes down, also functioning as a bed extender, turning this about 6.5 foot bed to an 8 foot bed. We can close this thing right back up, press the top button, and with the multi-pro tailgate, as you guys can see, now it functions as a bed step. You can run some wires and turn these square cutouts into speakers, but even without the speakers, unbelievably convenient. You can sit here and have like 2 cup holders, perfect for a tailgate. The grab handle makes everything super easy getting in and out of. For a lifted up heavy duty pickup truck, absolutely unbelievably easy process. We get 3 tie downs in each corner, ZR2 labeled in the bed liner. We get a camera for the digital rear view mirror and a zone light so you see everything going on in the bed area. We get an AC outlet in the corner and LED box lighting. You take a step out of here. Again, very easy process considering the heavy duty truck. Pretty easy process hiding this tailgate back up. You gotta press the button to completely close it. That's about it though, guys, for the outside at least of this 2024 Silverado AEV ZR2 Bison 2500. It is a beast. Exhaust tip in the lower right corner, and speaking of the exhaust tip, let's fire up the 6.6 liter turbo diesel V8 and hear how she sounds. All right, guys, that was the sound of the monster 6.6 liter 8-cylinder turbo diesel sold by Chevrolet for the 2024 ZR2 2500 Bison, cranking out 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque. Made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. You can expect 0 to 60 in around 7 seconds, making it a no-joke performer, especially considering the flat-out capability of this truck. We get hydraulic struts to be expected. What you see is basically what we get. Gonna have to take a step to the side to shut this hood because it is really high up. You got all your safety lights up top, symbolizing this is not only a heavy-duty truck, but extra width involved as well. We can take a step inside, see what we get with a near 6-figure pickup. After tax and fees, probably a 6-figure pickup. Stitching up top feels very soft, some carbon trim beneath it, soft touch underneath the carbon trim. Gushy soft leather armrest. Will turn the lights back to auto so the truck's not yelling at me. We got auto one-touch windows out front. It's auto one-touch out rear too for the way down, but you gotta press and hold for the way back up. We get power folding mirrors, 2-way, 2-person memory seats, aluminum door handle, lock and unlock, 4-way adjustable mirrors, leather stitching for your knee will often hit. You'll stack 2 footlongs on top of each other with 2 24-ounce bottles. Bose premium audio system here too, and it sounds really good. The seats are also a lot more comfortable than standard General Motors Silverado seats. They're not quite as comfortable as something you would get from the higher trim from the Ram lineup, but compared to Ford, compared to the rest of GM's truck lineup, these are definitely one of the more comfortable seat options. We get lumbar control. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide. It says AEV up top with the green contrast stitching specific to the ZR2 lineup, and it has a ZR2 carbon nameplate as we step inside. But taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, engine start, stop, and everything fires right to life. So compared to the loaded Silverado 2500s we already reviewed in this channel, really not a whole lot changes here. The steering wheel is still thick. No 10 and 2s, 9 and 3 fits good in your hand. The rubberized horn area, horn itself, really loud and aggressive. We'll do a window check, see if we get dual panes. No dual panes, but it's a thick single pane of glass. Forward collision alert, heated steering wheel, cruise control adjustments, and we have the radar cruise here on this fully loaded ZR2 Bison. We got the voice commands, hang up and answer your phone calls, and the adjustments for the infotainment. Here are the adjustments. We have music, navigation with compass, phone connection, and you can adjust the display layout for the left side, right side, lower gauges, info page options, units, speed warning, traffic sign recognition, and the heads-up display. We can adjust the rotation for the heads-up display so I can actually see it. There we go. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. There you go. It's a little bit flickery, but it's not actually flickering in real life. My personal favorite screen to look at all times would probably be the digital speedometer. We just have to find it. It is right over here. Cool. And the actual speedometer is still digital, but it goes to 140 miles an hour. The tach goes to about 4,600 RPM. The stocks have a very satisfying click. We get auto rain sensing wipers, auto high beams, and auto headlamps. The gear selector controlling the 10-speed Allison transmission. The backup camera, very crisp, high-resolution screen. We get guidance lines and trajectory. We can turn on our 360-degree over-the-top camera. We can alternate to a forward-facing camera, over-the-top forward-facing, over-the-top for the rear, blind spot cameras for the rear, and blind spot cameras for the front. We have an over-the-top trailer hitch view too. We can disable that. Awesome, really cool overall displays. And you can turn guidance lines and trajectory on or off for one reason or another. Throwing right back into park. It does not return to the previous screen right away, but eventually it does do so. A little bit of piano black outside of the 11.4-inch touchscreen and 12.3-inch digital gauge display. We can check out the maps. It has to load up because it's a brand new vehicle. I'll catch back with you in 1 second. And there we go, should load up any second now. So the response here is excellent. Google Maps display, definitely one of the best in the business. Huge thumbs up to GM, all new for the 2024 Silverado HDs. Beneath that, we get our exhaust brake, lane keep assist, you turn off your parking sensors, drop the trunk electrically. We have our hazards, traction control, you can disable, drop all windows, electronic locking rear differential, hill descent control, more carbon trim, some aluminum beneath it, engine start stop, trailer brake controller, heated and ventilated seats. For the heated seat function, you can adjust whether you want just your back heated or the back and bottom portion. We have dual zone automatic front climate control, 5 auxiliary switches, vent adjustments, USB-A and C port. Nice little storage location. We have 2 cup holders. You'll fit 24, possibly 32-ounce bottles. Wireless phone charging pad, gushy soft leather armrest with the green contrast stitching. You'll fit business cards and coins in this top tier, and you'll probably fit 3 or 4 1-liter, maybe 2-liter bottles of soda in there. For 2 liters, I'll expect you to fit maybe 2 or 3. USB-A and C port with an AC outlet right next to it. We get 2 glove boxes. The top tier, you'll fit probably 7, maybe 8 pairs of socks. Should be able to fit a pair of shoes if you're under a size 7. Beneath that, a pretty decent sized glove box. You'll fit probably 20 license plates. Should be able to squeeze 2 pairs of shoes if you're under a size 10. We get a frameless auto dimming rear view mirror with a digital rear view mirror function. That's a pretty premium touch. LED interior lighting. 3 garage homelink settings. You can tilt the moonroof and open up the 5th window out rear, which opens up very quickly. It's not an auto one touch. You do have to press and hold. You can open up the glass though with the click of a button. It's an auto opening sunroof. The shade opens up with the glass, but it doesn't close with it. Opening goes almost out towards the second row. We can poke our way out of here. Beautiful day today in Tampa, Florida. Sunny and 100 degrees according to this 2025 Silverado HD. It doesn't feel like 100 degrees. Maybe it's just a little bit less humid today. I would say it feels around closer to like 88 to 92. That's about it for the front seat of this 2025 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. If we didn't mention, we get our heads-up display adjustments on the left side, interior brightness, 4-wheel drive controls. We do a full-time 4-wheel drive auto, 4 high, 2 high, 4 low. We'll try an acceleration off the line in 4 auto, and you got your lighting controls right next to it with the electronic parking brake, hood latch release, and hopefully you get a good look at the pedals. That's about it though, guys, for the front seat. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. The floor mats are a little bit janked up, but it shouldn't affect your guys' perception of the space or quality too badly. We still get the stitching up top, very soft and premium leather stitch armrest with a green contrast. Love it or hate it, it definitely sticks out compared to the rest of the Silverado lineup. You get a huge storage compartment. You'll fit a 16-inch sub, 24-ounce water bottle, Bose speaker. The second row seats, Silverado for their leather seat has this secret cubby. So if you got people sitting in your back seat, you can hide all of your, what's in there, and nobody would even think about searching it. We get our strap over here. Not sure if it's a latch. It is not, but good for baby seats. You can lift the whole seat section up, and underneath the seat you have more storage for some hunting equipment, fishing equipment, and whatnot. Legroom, it's massive in here. I have about a foot of knee room. Headroom with the cutout, I still have like 4 or 5 inches of it. Massive. If you're under 7 feet tall, you'll have no problem sitting in the back of a Silverado heavy duty truck. We get air vents, heated second row seats, USB-A and C ports, 2 cup holders. You'll fit 24 to 32 ounce bottles. Map pockets behind both of the front seats, LED interior lighting, decent amount of light brought into the cabin with the sunroof. I do kind of wish Chevy has started giving us some type of panoramic moonroof or a dual piece of glass. The center cubby has a rope to pull, 2 cup holders, and a square slot, good for mugs, also good for cigarette packs, with a gushy soft leather armrest. We get hooks on both sides, but no grab handles. We do have a grab handle for stepping in, but nothing for holding on while already inside. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of this all-new 2024 Chevy Silverado ZR2 Bison for the 2500. It's a monster, massive, powerful, capable, and it looks really good while having just about every option and feature known to man. Compared to the 1500, of course, it's larger, it's more capable, but it's really not that much more expensive. I've seen the 1500 ZR2 Bisons come creeping all the way past $90,000. Considering the added capability that we get here, I really think that this may be the better value truck to go with. Performance-wise, let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2024 Chevy Silverado 2500 ZR2 Bison. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions, I did not show you guys the drive mode selector. Our drive modes are strictly just normal and off-road. No reason to try out off-road, so leaving it in normal mode. Steering feels really sharp and direct at low speeds. About half throttle, whoo, roasted them. A lot of power and torque here. It will roast these tires at lower speeds. Brakes, heavy duty truck, don't expect the brake bite to feel like a sports car. The bumps, heavy duty truck, don't expect it to absorb bumps like a 1500. We got solid axles front and rear, aggressive suspension. But for a heavy duty truck, I do think it rides relatively good. It doesn't ride any worse than any other heavy duty truck I've felt. And with these beefed up 35-inch tires, I think it actually rides noticeably better than most. I think the Ford F-250 diesel Lariat had a slightly better ride quality still than what we have here. Oh my God, it's a torque monster. We can try one out off the line in 4-wheel drive auto, just one time, see what it's got. 4 auto. There we go, off the line on the gas. Boost. It's a beast. I can see 0 to 60 happening around 7 seconds, but these brakes, they could be a little bit better. Throwing it in faster than we should. It stays flat on the gas. Yeah, guys, this thing's got serious beef to it. Take it out of 4-wheel drive auto, finish it off in 2 high. Brakes are okay. I mean, they're not great, but they stop the truck over the speed bumps. Oh, yep, you feel the solid axles front and rear. It's a heavy duty. Smaller bump, you don't feel it as much. Taking a step out here, we'll get situated, try about half throttle. Ooh. It's a beast. Yep. Doesn't love bumps, but still rides better over the bumps than most heavy duties that I've driven. Handles the corners way better than most heavy duties that I've driven. Sorry if you guys are experiencing any issues with the microphone. I'm having a couple issues on my end with it. Hopefully everything's figured out now. I'm starting to get a couple raindrops in. Shouldn't affect this truck all that badly. Brakes feel good. Throwing it in one more time. Well, yes. A lot of torque. Considering the weight of this truck, this thing is really quick. We can open her up one more time for real, see what it's really got on the gas. Whoa. No need to push it too far in the rain, but yeah, you look down and you're moving. Highway speeds, you're starting to hear a tiny hint of tire noise with these mud terrains, but mud terrains always give you a little bit of tire noise. Doesn't take any throttle to keep this thing moving on the highway. Wind noise, although we only have single pane windows, just about doesn't exist. Slowing down from higher speeds definitely needs some brake pedal, but slows down with no issues. It feels very refined. One thing that I've always said about GM's 1500s is that they ride a little bit rougher compared to its competition, but they're quicker, noticeably quicker, and so much more nimble. For the 2500 series, I don't think it rides any rougher compared to its competition, and it still feels quicker and more nimble. The throttle inputs are responsive, the steering inputs are responsive, and even at higher speeds, the way that 2500s always feel really, really floaty, this does have a little bit of float to the steering at higher speeds, but nothing compared to the F250 or Ram 25 and 3500s we reviewed on this channel. The 3500 Silverado, yes, starts to get a lot more floaty, but the 2500 definitely keeps this heavy-duty truck tamed. Try out a real-world turning radius test. Definitely not the sharpest, but on the gas, woo! A lot of kick. This thing is strong. And with the commanding view of the road, you don't really notice the speed much, if at all. And at higher speeds, it does feel like the ride quality gets better. Overall, if you're looking for a fully loaded, heavy-duty truck, you need the capability, you need the size, and you want the off-road capability to go along with it without compromising any options and features. You got the heated and ventilated seats, upgraded sound system, diesel power plant, the dual screens, 13.4-inch touchscreen, 12.3-inch digital gauge display, among countless other really useful options and features. This is the truck for you. You're not beating the balance of capability and luxury here. It's just not happening. And a big thanks to Gabriel and the rest of the management and staff here at Furman Chevy in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Gabriel. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel's just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.